they love their crab cakes and they love their football. That's what Maryland does. And we are at M&T Bank Stadium down near the inner harbor of Baltimore. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Baltimore Ravens. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you, from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season opener opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a long night.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey, and he will take it out to the 25-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
55, Mike, 55. Stay with me. Let's see. Go.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
The ball carrier.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Right here. Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat.
A shotgun snap and again to Dobbins. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Dobbins running out of the gun. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
The tackle made by Jesse.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
Well, I sure wouldn't be surprised if we see more of this as this game goes on, because we know they like to use their wideouts either on quick throws or on jet sweeps like what we just saw there. And to say that that one worked well, partner, that's stating the obvious.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it's going to yield a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A good pickup there at 22.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points.
Right there in the middle, 55. Watch the run, watch the run. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
They'll try to run with Dobbins. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
So often you hear that pep talks don't really work in the heat of the battle, but collectively, this defense has to say to each other, we've been on our heels this whole first drive. This is where we need to dig in. And they got a nice stop right there for a loss on first and goal.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal.
You gotta make a move. Shut up.
He's going to run again. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
This Bengal defense, they passed the first 2 tests. Now it's 3rd and goal. Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0.
Good. Makes the score Ravens 7, Bengals nothing. Justin
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
And a Bengal 1st down.
Play action. It's Burrow. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. To the air again, Burrow. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
They kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Now Joe Burrow on 3rd and long. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Matthew Judon in there to take him down.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, he really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. He and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
3-yard loss.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away.
Darius Phillips on the return. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
Now Burrow on 1st down. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right?
The ball carrier.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Dobbins. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half.
A 28-yard attempt.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Randy Bullock to kick off for Cincinnati.
The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and the half will begin with a touchback. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll start with a handoff to Dobbins, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. To throw is Jackson. Going up top. And that's caught inside the 35. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big play that time for the Ravens. 42 yards.
At the 31-yard line.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a carry for Dobbins. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. Behind the chain, 2nd and 13.
55's mine, guys, 55. Let's go, defense.
First down and more for Jackson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. On the counter now, it's Dobbins. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And credit the tackle to Derek Barnett.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 18-yard line.
We're in Baltimore, 3rd quarter action, 2nd and 10. Touchdown, Ravens.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
He's got it, and it's 17-0.
Makes the score Ravens 17, Bengals nothing. Justin Tucker.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
5-yard line. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're down 17-0, really needing to find that offensive spark on this drive as they have it with a 1st and 10. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
23 yards.
23 yards on the play. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Burrow on play action. Ebron caught left side. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 11 yards there, just like last play.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to them, and it's paying off.
His throw caught at about the 5. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That's good for 28 yards. The deuce is wild here. 2nd down and 2 with just about 2 minutes on the clock. Here's a run with Mixon, and he is in. Touchdown, Bengals.
Touchdown,
Joe Mixon. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer.
For the point after.
A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
21-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And with the play clock getting closer to 0, John Harbaugh is going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Second down and 5.
Push him back.
Here's Jackson. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
2nd and 7 at the Ravens' 36-yard line.
They go play action with Burrow. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That one a first down pickup of 8.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Mixon with a first down carry. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
Burrow will throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That catch good for only a couple.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing again, it's Burrow. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
Burrow's
Now third down is looming, a pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now they go play action now. Burrow. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up fourth down.
on the coverage.
So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10.
17.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Second and 7, operating from the 34.
55. Check 55. Mike. You can't block me. You can't block me. Hey.
They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
31's the mic. Bound to lose 1.
On 3rd down, Jackson eluding the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well.
Darius Phillips on the return. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Once again, they run with Mixon. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
They'll run on first down. Mixon. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
3-yard line. It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now Joe Mixon. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6.
Now Mixon.
2nd and 4.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeouts.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. Can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. They'll try the left side. Fowler. And the Bengals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Still a ways from the end zone as they come up now on 2nd and goal. Mixon. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. 3rd and goal. And keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. Back to throw. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. They'll run with Mixon, and he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. Mixon unable to find the goal line on 4th down. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And he's going to be taken down.